Hello and welcome back to Inside the Man Cave. I'm David Danger, and in this episode we are looking at my 20th anniversary set of Pokemon, with Pokemon the 20th anniversary exclusive cards, both the Australian versions and the Japanese versions, and we've also got my original Pokemon Handbook from the 90s and a VHS as well. So take a trip back in time with Pokemon.
Pokemon Masters, are you ready? The Pokemon TV series is yours to own on video. See how it all began. Join Ash as he sets out on his quest.
I will be a Pokemon Master.
Watch him join forces with the electrifying Pikachu to catch his very first Pokemon.
With Pikachu at my side, I'll get all the Pokemon in the world. I did it! I caught my first Pokemon!
Meet other trainers, Brock, Misty, Sabrina, and the troublesome trio of
Team Rocket!
Learn the mysteries of Pokemon life from Professor Oak.
Shocking, isn't it?
Travel the world from Pallet Town to Viridian City to Mount Moon and beyond. And find out how to spot and catch the rarest and most exciting Pokemon of all on your journey to become the ultimate Pokemon Master Trainer. There are 30 fantastic adventures on 10 tapes, so don't just sit there, you've gotta catch them all! Pokemon TV series, volumes 1 to 10, yours to own on video!
So before we get to my 20th anniversary Pokemon cards, I've got some cool nostalgia Pokemon items to throw in as well. Now, I did do a 25th anniversary set of my Pokemon collection, which I will link in the video in the description down below, so you can check out that 25th anniversary. But I never did a 20th anniversary for the Pokemon cards. I was actually in Japan the time the 20th anniversary set hit, and I went to the Pokemon Center, did all the crazy Pokemon things, got a lot of Japanese Pokemon cards, and then came back to Australia and got the ones as well. So we'll dive into them. But first we're going to look at a couple of the nostalgia pieces I thought I'd throw in with my original Pokemon VHS number 1. So here we have my original Pokemon Volume 1 VHS, which still has the original Australian Kmart sticker on there. That was $19. But yeah, this contained, I think, the first few episodes of the anime series. And yeah, it was really cool. The surprise I actually still had it. And yeah, so that's a little description at the back with some cool art coloring and the Pokemon down there. And I think the episodes that feature in, we've got the Pokemon I Choose You, Pokemon Emergency, Ash Catches a Pokemon, so just 3 episodes. And then we've also got, as a special bonus, the full-length Poke Wrap. And inside we've got the yellow VHS, and we've got a preview of all the other VHSs. So the first one that we've got is I Choose You Pikachu. Then we have the Mystery of Mountain Moon. We've got the Sisters of Cerulean City and Poker Friends. So there are the other ones. I think I did have a few of them. I think I even remembered owning Pokemon the first movie on VHS, but I only kind of just kept this one, unfortunately. But there is the Pokemon I Choose You Pikachu, the very first volume on VHS. In our next journey into the Pokemon nostalgia, we have my official Pokemon Handbook, I think from 1998. This was your complete companion for all 150 Pokemon characters. Now, when that was 150, now there's like, who knows how many now. I don't keep up with the new stuff anymore. But there we have it. And we've even got Mewtwo. So Mewtwo is actually focused in this one as well. So let's open it up. But it's my original handbook. This was pretty cool. Straight from the 90s. And yeah, just a bit of a companion guide to Pokemon. So this would have been come out when the series was out, but I think this was before the film, so at least maybe it would have maybe been a hype piece or a tie-in to before the film came out. But there is the Pokemon Handbook, so we'll take a look inside and have a look at this giant book. We'll try and get through it as quick and as best we can because we have 150 Pokemon to get through. But there's a little message from the professor over there, and then it little continues about the characters of the show. Then we've got the last little message from Professor Oak before we go into the actual Pokemon journey over here. And it's pretty much describing what your Pokemon journey would be like. It still is crazy that you would start your Pokemon journey at 10 years old. I think 10 years old is quite young, but obviously when they were doing this in Japan, maybe it's not. And we've got a cool Pokemon map of all the different towns that are in the area. We've got Pallet Town over here where Ash Ketchum was from, and then all the different areas. I think it looked a lot larger than when it was on the show, but it's a cool little map here in the book. And in this section they sort of talk about the battling aspects to Pokemon and why battle and the best Pokemon to choose for the battle, and an introduction here about the Pokeball. So it's a really cool little guidebook to have. If Pokemon was actually in the real life, you would actually have this to give you a full guide. It's almost like your own personal Pokedex in a way. And then there's just an image here on how to use the Pokebook. That gives you the insights of their weight and their speed and everything else. So it's a really cool thing. They really take it a lot into perspective in this little book here. So the first three we have is Bulbasaur, Ivysaur and Venusaur with all their stats and speed there. Now you're welcome to pause the video if you want to read through, but I'll try and get through them pretty quickly. We've got Charmander here and Charmeleon. We've got the mighty Charizard, and then the first water type with Squirtle. We've got the evolution of Squirtle with Wartortle, and then the final version with Blastoise. Here we have one of Ash's first Pokemon that he ever caught. We have the Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree. We have here Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill. We have Pidgey here, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot. We've got two different types of Pokemon here. We've got Rattata and Raticate, and then Spearow and Fearow. We've got the Team Rockets Pokemon here with Ekans and Arbok, and of course one of the most famous, or if not the most famous Pokemon of them all, Pikachu. We have Pikachu's evolution at number 26 with Raichu, and then at number 27 we have Sandshrew. We have Sandslash over here and Nidoran. We have Nidoran and Nidoqueen and the male version of Nidoran. We have Nidorino and Nidoking, and then over the page we have Clefairy. We've got Clefable and Brock's, I think, most famous Pokemon, Vulpix. We have Ninetales over here and that cheeky Pokemon, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. We have Gloom and Vileplume and Paris and Parasect. We've got Venonat and Venomoth and Diglett and Digiro. And we have Team Rocket's most famous Pokemon, Meowth, and his evolution Persian. We have Misty's most famous Pokemon, and that is Psyduck and Golduck here. At number 56 we've got Mankey and Primeape. Then we have Growlithe and Arcanine. And we have the three evolution types here with Poliwag, Poliwhirl and Poliwrath. Next we have the Psychic Pokemon with Abra, Kadabra and Alakazam. We've got the Fighting Pokemon here with Machop, Machoke and Machamp. We have Beetlesprout, Weedonbell and Weedrill. Next we have the Jellyfish style Pokemon with Tentacool and Tentacruel. We have Geodude, Graveler and Golem. We have the Horse style Pokemon with Ponyot and Rattata. We have probably the most clueless Pokemon with Slowpoke and Slowbro. At number 81, we have Magnetine and Magnetron and Farfetch'd. We have Dodrio, Seal, and Dugong. We've got the Sludge style Pokemon over here with a Grimer and Muk. Then over here we have Shelder and Cloyster. Next we have the Ghost style Pokemon with Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. We've got another classic Brock Pokemon with Onix. And then we have Drowsy and Hydro. We have here Krabby, Kingler. And then we have over the page at number 100 with Voltorb and Electrode. We have the Egg style Pokemon with Execute and Exetor. We have Cubone and Marowak. Another fighting Pokemon with Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. We've got Lickitung, Coughing, and Wheezing. We've got Rhyhorn, Rhydon over here, and Chansey. We've got Tangler over here, and Kazakhstan. The next Pokemon for Water type we have Horsey and Shidra, and Goldeen and Seaking. Another of Missy's famous Pokemon, Staryu and Starmie. We've got Mr. Mime and Cypher, Jinx and Electabuzz, Magna and Pinsir, Tauros and Magikarp. We have the mighty Gyarados and Lapras, the very weird Pokemon Ditto, and the very cute Pokemon Eevee. And Eevee's different evolutions of Vaporeon, Gelaton, and Flareon. Another weird Pokemon we have here is Polygon. Then we have Onumite and Omstar. We have Kabuto and Kabutops, Aerodactyl and Snorlax. And the last remaining Pokemon with Arcanine and Zapdos, Moltres, Dantonine and Dakinar. And the last two Pokemon in this book is Dragonite and Mewtwo, but unfortunately there is no Mew, so that is a little bit weird here. And the last page with a classic Pokemon poster, and there is the book, the official Pokemon Handbook. Next, we finally come to the Pokemon 20th Anniversary Pokemon card set I have. Now, as I said, I do have the Australian version, but I also have the Japanese cards when I was in Tokyo as well. And it starts off with a very cool Venusaur EX. We've got the shiny Metapod here. A shiny Beedrill. We've got a shiny Tangela. A shiny Charmeleon. A shiny Ponyta. A shiny Magmar. A Blastoise EX. And an M Blastoise EX. A shiny Poliwhirl. A shiny Seal. We've got a shiny Staryu. A shiny Gyarados. A shiny Pikachu. And a shiny Raichu. A shiny Magnemite. A a shiny Electrode, a shiny Electabuzz. We have a shiny Nidoran, a shiny Nidorino, a shiny Nidoking, a shiny Haunter, a shiny Coughing, a shiny Mewtwo, a very cool Mewtwo EX, a shiny Sandshrew, a shiny Diglett, we've got a shiny Machoke, a shiny Machamp, a shiny Hitmonchan, we've got a Pidgeot EX, a shiny Rattata, a shiny Raticate, a shiny Farfetch'd, a shiny Chansey, a shiny Polygon, and we begin the trainers section cards with Blastoise Spirit Link, shiny, a shiny Professor Oak's Hint, a shiny Slowbro Spirit Link, a shiny Switch card, and we kick off the energy cards with a shiny. We have a Mewtwo EX, and the final card in our Australian pickup set is the Flying Pikachu. The next lot of cards we have is the 20th anniversary Japanese Pokemon cards that I picked up when I was in Japan. So we'll let the video play out. I don't have a lot of them, but here is my little Japanese Pokemon collection. And we start the Japanese collection off with a Venusaur EX. We've got a really cool shiny Charizard, a shiny Ninetales, we have an EX Blastoise, we have a shiny Poliwrath, a shiny Gyarados, a shiny Raichu, a shiny Zapdos, a shiny Nidoking. We have a really cool shiny Nidoking Break card, a cool shiny Mewtwo, and a shiny Mew. We've got a Machamp shiny, and a Machamp Break card, a shiny Hitmonchan, a shiny Clefairy, we have a Chansey shiny, and we kick off the trainer cards now. the one and only Japanese energy card I have. A very cool Pikachu EX. Another cool EX with a Pidgeotto. And the final card in the Japanese Pokemon collection. Well, thank you for joining us on this special 20th anniversary edition of Pokemon, looking at my 20th anniversary Pokemon cards from the Australian releases and the Japanese releases, and the 2 nostalgia pieces with my original VHS Pokemon tape and the original Pokemon Handbook from the 90s. Now again, as I said, I did do a 25th anniversary Pokemon set where I unboxed a lot of the 25th anniversary Pokemon cards and also some of the 25th anniversary pieces. So I will link it in the description if you want to watch that. But I never did a 20th anniversary set because I didn't start the show back then. But I do have a love for the 20th anniversary Pokemon cards. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next episode.